from StampinNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm located in Western New York State, which is a rural part of New York State. And I live on a farm with my family. And today it is bitter cold here and a little bit windy. I want to share with you something that might bring a little warmth to your heart. And this is a cute shaker card. It says, "You are loved," and Happy Valentine's Day. And this is the other one that says, "Love you," and Happy Valentine's Day. And I made these using the Sweet Little Valentine's Cards and More. This little pack is in the new spring January to June mini catalog 2021, and it comes with all these pre-made little pieces and cute little envelopes. And these cards are small. They're 4 1/4 by 3 1/4 when you're done. So you get these already pre-cut for you. This is a little card. There's 2 different card bases. Here's the other one. And here's a little card you can stamp on one side, or you can use a sentiment on the other side. They're really cute. And in fact, here's one that I've done up in the regular little size that it comes in. It says, "Be Mine." And for this one, I use the Valentine keepsake stamp set, which is also in the new January to June mini catalog. And for every $50 you purchase from right now from either the annual catalog or the mini catalog, you get to pick a free item from the celebration catalog. So if you don't have these catalogs and you would like one or two, and you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be happy to send it to you. Just let me know. The shaker part is made using our clear medium envelopes. These are really neat. Let me hold this up behind it. Maybe you can see it better. So they have a sticky tab here on one end of them. 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 size cards fit really nicely inside them. So I'll show you how I made that into a little shaker card. First of all, I have a piece of thick Whisper White cardstock. It's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, and I have scored that at 4 1/4. And this is going to be our cardstock base. And I'm going to bring my bone folder in and give that a good press, just to break down those fibers so it lays flat. For the mat on the front, I have a piece of Flirty Flamingo that is, let's see, 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, so that when we put this on this card base, it is just going to leave a little white edge around there. For the inside, I have a piece of Flirty Flamingo that's 5 1/4 by 4, and a piece of Whisper White for the sentiment. I'm sorry, this is the new basic white that's 5 by 3 3/4. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to cut our little mini card down to size to fit onto this. And to make this 5 by 3 3/4, I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Trimmer. And I love this. And if you don't have one, this is like a basics tool that you would want to invest in. I think they're $25. It has a scoring blade on it, and it has a cutting blade on it. So it's really nice because you have both of those to use with it. So in order to cut this down to 5 by 3 3/4, we're going to go to the 3/4 mark right here, and we're going to cut off 3/4 inches off each end, the long end, or the long ways. And we're going to cut 3/4 of an inch off this, and I'm going to save these because I'm going to use one of them to decorate the inside of the card. And then we're going to cut 1/4 of an inch off each long side. Flip it over and trim that off. Like that. Okay, so we have our base for our shaker. So the die that I'm using to get the little gold hearts that are in the shaker card is from the Lovely Be Mine Stitched Framelits dies, and I'm using this die here, but aren't they beautiful? These are in the annual catalog, and this is the accompanying stamp set. It's meant to be, and I'm using the sentiment Happy Valentine's Day from this set, and also this heart here on the inside. So I'm going to lay my foil down and my hearts. And these little hearts I'm going to use for the shaker part of the card. Now you will see we have all these beautiful hearts here. And what's left in here is this. And this one broke, but this is beautiful just to use on the front of a card. Very pretty. Very nice die set. I've got my base here. And inside that, I am going to use You Are Loved. And what I'm going to do is bring my little clear envelope in. Now I've laid it down and it's so clear I can't see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I am going to put this tabby, the part with the tab sticking out is going to be on the front. And I'm going to go ahead and slide this in here like this. And I'm going to go put that right down in this corner, the lower left corner. I'm going to get my hearts, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just kind of push them off here. And I want them with the gold side up. So the best way to do this is to carefully put them in the envelope with the gold side up, because this card here, I did white and gold, but I really don't like it with, I just wish they were all gold. So I want to have just a nice shiny gold hearts in there. And I'm just going to take this and slide them right in there that way. So now what I'm going to do, and there's a straggler, is I am going to cut off quite a bit of this. So I only have like an inch left on here. And I'll just come across with my snips. Cut that off. First thing I'm going to do is fold this down. And we're going to turn this over. And I'm just going to bring in a regular piece of Scotch tape and tape that down to hold it till I get it on my card base. I'm going to take this end and I'm just going to fold it straight back like this. I tried turning the sides in like this and then folding it back, but it made it buckle on the corners. So I think the best way to do that is just fold it flat like that. Okay, so we have that. You are loved. If you weren't going to pop this up with dimensionals and you were just gluing this onto the card base, I would probably use the tear and tape because it's stronger, and I would just use the tear and tape to hold these down, and then you would have the sticky side to put on the back of the card base. I'm going to bring in my dimensionals, and they have these foam sheets now, which would be nice. If I had that, I would use that, so it wouldn't take so long to take the backing off the dimensionals. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And I'll just bring in my Take a Pick tool and pull these up. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. Just hit the subscribe and then the bell, the little bell, and you'll be notified when I upload my next video tutorial, which will be next week. And then you won't miss any. Okay, so we've got that off in there. I just love this little pack of these small Valentines, this little set, the Sweet Little Valentines cards and more. I was going to put some baker's twine on this end. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I want it long because I want to do it a couple times and tie a bow. Actually, maybe I'll just double it here. Get rid of these. I'm going to bring it around like this, up like this. Let's turn it this way. Make a bow. And I will have all of the supplies listed in the description below, as well as the measurements for cutting. Everything you need will be below, and a link to my online store if you'd like to purchase the supplies to make these cards. They're really cute, and it's a really cute card pack for kids too, because it's easy to do, and they wouldn't even have to do stamping. They could just write on them, be mine or whatever. This one needs to be pulled down. Bring in the snips and cut that. And just to make sure that holds, I'm going to bring in a glue dot and then put it under my bow right here, just like that. Isn't that cute? You are loved. Okay, so let's put it on the base for our front, and that would be, actually, I'm going to put this on the cardstock base first. Bring in a little bit of glue here. And it's just going to be a very, very thin white edge. Whoops, I want that down a little, like that. Oh, I love the colors in this too. You are loved. That is darling. All right, now we will finish our inside, and we're gonna do the, I always like to do an inside, even if it's Whisper White or Basic White. I would put another piece of Basic White in it. It just makes it heavier, and I just think it's nicer. You absolutely do not have to do that. In fact, the kits don't come that way. Okay, now we're going to stamp our sentiment. And this says Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm using Flirty Flamingo. And I like it a little bit sideways, not straight. So I'm gonna do that about like that. And we will bring in our little heart. Stamp him down here. And then I'm gonna take this strip that I cut off the one end, I'm gonna glue it on here. So I need to cut this to 3 3/4 in length. And add a little glue. And we're gonna glue this in here. And we are good to go. Well, oops, we forgot our bling. I will use some of the little white hearts from the Resin Hearts embellishments. Aren't they pretty? Turn him like that. Oops, pulled him off. All right, let's get another one here. There. So our card's done. You are loved. And happy Valentine's Day. I hope you have a great day. Stay warm, and I'll see you next week. Take care.